Hi there. In today's video, we will discuss grammar correlative. Correlative conjunctions. Very practical. Okay. I don't know whether you have heard of it, but I will try to make it understandable to you. Correlative conjunctions. Okay. Correlative conjunctions are no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when, as soon as, okay, and so on. But the complicated structure uh, the no sooner than has a little complicated structure than other correlative conjunctions. Okay, let's see. Read the following sentences from the text and notice the underlined words or expressions. No sooner had the relief team arrived there than their joy knew no bounds. They had scarcely arrived at their destinations when the rain poured down. In these two sentences, two types of correlative conjunctions have been used: no sooner than and scarcely when. Okay, in the above sentences, the expressions no sooner than and scarcely when are used to suggest that one thing happened very soon after another. That means, okay, relief teams arrived. That happened immediately, something else happened. Okay, any action that conveys this kind of meaning can be expressed with the no sooner than or a scarcely when. The expression hardly when is used to express the same. Okay, no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when. They have the same function, same structure, same function, but not structure. Okay, let's move on. Let's try to understand. Look at here, structure. No sooner is used with the first action. Okay, in the previous, see here, no sooner had the relief teams arrived than their joy knew no bounds. There are two actions. Arriving is one action, action one. Their joy knew no bounds. Knew is the next verb, next action, second action. So this no sooner is used with the first action. So when you read a sentence, you should be able to understand of the two actions, which is first one. Okay, just the order of verbs does not mean that. You have to be able to understand which is the first action. See, the relief team arrived there. Then is used. It is not then, it is then. THAN, then is used with second action. They joy knew no bounds. Arriving and the new. Okay, see here, no sooner structure is like this. Immediately after no sooner, the helping verb did or had can be used. Okay, and what comes next is subject. Okay, whatever you use, you use did or had. Whatever you use, the subject comes. Next, if helping verb did is used, verb one comes. Present tense verb is used because helping verb is in already present past tense. Okay. Not only that, when a helping verb do does did is used, main verb is always the base one, that first verb in a present tense form. And if had is used after subject, what comes is verb 3. That is a past participle. You have to remember that. Past participle, third form of the verb. Go, went, gone. So that gone, that is past participle. Okay, see, saw, seen. Seen is the past participle, like that. Okay, after either verb 1 or verb 3, what comes is then, followed by second action. Okay. So that is second action. Tense must always be simple past. And okay, even in the given sentence, this tense is always simple past. There is no confusion actually in the second part. The confusion is only here. Example. Okay, let's go ahead with one example. First example, she read the letter, she fainted. Here, action one is read, reading. Second action is fainting. So that means no sooner should be used with the first action read and then must be used with the fainted. Okay. No sooner had she read the letter than she fainted. Or no sooner did she read the letter than she fainted. See here, had no sooner plus had plus subject. Okay, read verb next than. Okay, fainted second action. Right. Another example. The thief saw the police. He started to run. No sooner did the thief see, not saw, seen. No sooner did the thief see the police, then he started to run. Or no sooner had the thief seen the police, then he started to run. Okay, the police is missing here, but read it. Read it even if it's not there. I hope you understood. And moving on, now let us discuss the structure of a scarcely when or hardly when. Okay, though the structure of a scarcely when and hardly when is a bit different, the meaning and function remains the same as in no sooner than. Structure is like this: subject plus had. This first clause is always in present perfect. Sorry, past perfect. Subject plus had plus hardly or scarcely. Main verb. That main verb is always verb 3, past participle. Plus when plus subject plus V2. And after when, the second part is always in a simple past, like in no sooner than. So this is the brief explanation about the correlative conjunctions. These are all called correlative conjunctions. And after this explanation, you should be able to combine these sentences very confidently and without any error using this no sooner than, hardly when, scarcely when. These sentences, 4 sentences. Okay, just let me remind you this. Okay, no sooner than, scarcely when, hardly when are correlative conjunctions. They are used. They are used to suggest one thing happened very soon after another. Something happening immediately after something happening immediately. Okay. I said no sooner has a little tricky structure. After no sooner, you can use a did or a had. Okay, if you use a did, the after the subject, the main verb must be verb 1. If you use had, helping verb had after no sooner than, after the subject, past participle must be used. And followed by whatever comes plus then plus second action. After then, there is no confusion. Then second action. Okay. Okay, this example, she read the letter, she fainted. No sooner had she read the letter than she fainted. No sooner did she read the letter than she fainted. Okay. The thief saw the police, he started to run. No sooner did the thief see, no sooner did the thief see, no sooner had the thief seen the police than he started to run. Next, though the structure of scarcely when, hardly when is a bit different, the meaning and function remains the same. Okay. Of the two parts of this type of sentences, the first part is always past perfect. Subject had plus hardly or scarcely plus main verb. Main verb is always V3 plus when. Okay, when and the second part. Okay, I'll just help you do this. I arrived at the station, then the bus came in. No sooner had I arrived at the station than the bus came in. Okay, the same sentence can be said using hardly when. I subject. I had hardly arrived at the station when the bus came in. When the bus came, see, came. V2 came. Same way, scarcely. I had, see, I subject had scarcely arrived, main verb arrived at the station when the subject, the bus came in. So like that, you should be able to combine these sentences using no sooner than, hardly when, and scarcely when. Okay, see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.